Buongiorno, benvenuti.
Good afternoon and welcome to the press conference.
Yeah, I felt so lucky to be able to speak with Priscilla and ask questions, and so throughout the process, I would, just keep questions for her, and she was so gracious and open to helping answer as much as she could, and just to have all the details as close to being as accurate as we could. And I was so nervous to show her the film for the first time, and we watched it, and she said, "That was my life. You did your homework," and I was relieved because it was very important to me that she be happy with it, while at the same time I'm trying to imagine the story in my head. So that was a challenge for me, and really important to me that she felt her story was respected.
It's difficult, very difficult to sit and watch a film about you and about your life and about your love. And sorry. I think Sofia did an amazing job. She did her homework. We spoke a couple of times, and I really put everything out for her that I could. It was very difficult for my parents very difficult for my parents to understand that Elvis would be so interested in me and why. And I really do think, because I was more of a listener, Elvis would pour his heart out to me in every way in Germany. His fears, his hopes, the loss of his mother, which he never ever got over. And I was the person who really, really sat there to listen and to comfort him. That was really our connection. Even though I was 14, I was actually a little bit older in life, not in numbers. And that was the attraction. And, people think, oh, it was sex, it was this. Not at all. I never had sex with him. He was very kind, very soft, very loving. But he also respected the fact I was only 14 years old. Yes, I left. And it wasn't because I didn't love him. He was the love of my life. It was the lifestyle that was so difficult for me. So I want to make that clear. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's like the darkest picture I think we've ever seen of Elvis Presley. Do you see it as a feminist tale specifically?
No, to me it's a human story, and Priscilla really sheds light on the ups and downs of a relationship and shows other sides to it, and it's and really her evolution as a girl into this world, and then finding her and then leaving to find her own point of view. So I really looked to Priscilla to tell her story as she expressed it, and I really wanted to show both sides, that, like in any the reality of the romance and the illusion, and then as she grew up, her coming out into her own.
It was very daunting, but I got very lucky to have some time with Priscilla, and she was very generous with her time, and she was very kind to me and supportive. And I think if I didn't have that, I would have had a much harder time. But that was my main source, and obviously the book. But I got really lucky that the person I was playing was also very supportive.
The whole kind of the prospect of facing it was just this kind of huge mountain, and it really was just put the blinders on and just go all out, because there was really no space to go to not do that. And I think having Soph and Kaylee, it was just it was honestly a treat. It wasn't too stressful. Yeah.
And my question is for Miss Sofia Coppola.
I'm totally behind the union's hard work to fight to be for fair compensation, and I hope it's resolved soon because there's so many people that we all want to get back to work.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for the film.